guys. It's our weekend show. We say a very special good morning to you, and I hope you guys are good wherever you are. Okay, this morning, what we'll be talking about is what are those great, or what is the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids. It's very, 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 very important that we know those decisions we can actually make for our kids. Reason for this program this morning is nothing but I came across the video. I actually posted a video on my page about I don't actually know the real age of the child, but I came across that video about a child telling his dad he wants him dead. You know, watching that video brought you like I couldn't even believe it. I thought of a lot of things, thought of growing up, thought of so many things that that I went through and things that I've seen. So I started asking questions like what are those we need to make for our kids? Because it's not all about having money in the bank. It's not all about taking them to the greatest schools. You know, yeah, yeah. Good morning to you, PP. How are you? Okay, so it's not all about you know taking them to the greatest schools and all that, but there are some morals that you need to actually pin down before when you're making it when you're thinking of making up a family. You have to start thinking of who do I make my wife. In fact, I think as a man the greatest decision or sacrifice you can ever make for your kids is who their mother is. you know that's just one thing I just believe in. Who is the mother of your kids? It goes a long way to affect the children. Is it a woman? In fact, the child start learning from the mother, not even from the father, because it's actually the mother that spends a lot of time with the kids. So the kids start learning from their mother. So it's for me though, opinion varies. So it's very, 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 very important we address these issues of who we choose as our spouse and who we choose as our partner.
Hi,
So
baby.
hey PP, what's up? How are you doing? Good morning to you. So please, if you're just joining us for the first time and you may not really understand the show, I will urge you to just go back to our page and watch a video. The video is about a child who was P. Just hold on, please. I'm kind of introducing the topic. Just
You
hold
know what
on.
I think?
So PP, please just hold on. I'm introducing the topic. Please hold on.
Let me say
So
something for a second.
can you just hold on, please? Let me introduce the
I
topic, please.
think
Just
it's
hold.
financial stability. I feel like it's
So guys, okay, so if you're just coming for the first time, just go back to our page, watch the video, then you can come and air your view. So it's very, very, very important we actually start thinking of who we make the mother of our children, because the kids spend more time with their mom than they do with their dad. So when you get to the page, when you get to the video, you can actually see me describing maybe the child must have learned that from his mom, because you can never tell me that a child of that age can actually wake up and tell his dad he wants him dead. So it's really something we need to think of. It's something we need to start working on. If I'm you know to go anywhere, oh, lie going nowhere. So it's morning time. I'm sorry, guys. We actually shifted this to this time in Nigeria, but we did this for one or two reasons. Okay, so that we can actually stay in the live video for a while. So air your view. What do you think is the greatest decision one can ever make for his kids? So if you're here, share the live. Share the live, yeah. Share the live. Let's have more viewers. Let's have more people. Let's have more people willing to air their views. you know this is just what I think. Okay, the greatest decision and a man can ever make for his kids is their mother. Who do you choose as the mother of your kids? It's very, 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 very important. And as a woman, I think one of the greatest decisions you can ever make for your children is who their father is. So who their father is. So choosing a father for your kids, it's very, very, very important that you don't just go and choose a monster. Someone who does not know what it feels like to be a father. Okay. You know, it's not just waking up and saying, okay, yeah, I want to get married. I want to do that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, social media plays a larger part in the kid's life, but before that child start getting into social media, there was a part that they were into first. So it's that part that we are looking up to. Good morning to you, my dear. How are you doing this morning? Can you on your camera, please? It's very
Oh
important
my
because we're
God.
going to
You know what?
just
It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm in bed. I just wanted to just pop on real quick. I promise the next
okay.
time. So, do you have this show every day on a certain day? How
Okay.
how often do you come on live?
Okay. The show before now, the show is originally every Saturday by
Mm,
9 a.m. Nigerian time. Yeah, 9 a.m. GMT. But
okay.
due to the inconsistency in my job, a lot of things can happen. I can be redeployed now and all that. So
Mm,
we're
mm,
changing the time that we run the show. Yeah.
okay.
So what do you think is the greatest decision a man or a woman can ever make for his kids?
Well, I made a few comments. I think that it's difficult to, we are, children are a product of us. We are a product of our mother and father. So it's generational. But also in these times, it's so hard because we often, parents are busy. They oftentimes will sit their child in front of a TV, and the TV is like doing most of the teaching. It's hard to say. Um, you can be the best of parents and teach good morals to your children, and all it takes is for them to go out into the world, go to school, maybe meet some child that is not the best or people that are not the best and will influence them, and all your hard work can be like gone down the drain. So it's just really hard. But I will disagree with you to say that I saw the video that you posted, and I disagree that it was the mother, only because, like I say, children learn so much from what they see on television, what they see in their everyday lives. So it's not necessarily the mother, but it is up to those parents to correct that, because that was so wrong. It was so hurtful too for me to watch it. I had to watch it like a couple of times, but every time it was like unbelievable, like, wow, that young boy said that about, and I didn't know that was his dad. I wasn't sure if it was his father or brother or whatever. But for him to have that mindset at such a young age, I mean, they need to correct that like now, right away. So I don't know. I just can't say that the blame should be put on the mother though, solely on the
Okay.
mother.
Okay. Now, start the video. Let me okay. Your page is kind of noise. You need to stop a little bit.
Is that me that's echoing, or let's
Okay.
see? Let me
Um.
see.
Yeah, the
Let
noise
me
in the background.
let me
It's not
mute
from you. The
myself
noise.
and see. Hold on.
Okay. It's okay. So let's I want to ask you the question. The question is, what do you think aside the video? Because I'll get back to you on the video that you watched. What do you think is the greatest decision a father or a mother can make for their kids? What is the greatest
What
decision as a human? Okay, as a woman, let me not just put it a father, because you have, for me, I just believe that you have to be a father before you actually have kids that could actually make you
right,
that father. You have to have that father figure in you, that discipline, that strength, that endurance, that willingness to teach your kids right. All these things
yes,
has to be imbibed in you before you become a father.
true,
Okay. So
true.
now the question I'm asking you is, what is the greatest decision one can make for his or her kids?
How old are we talking? How old is the child? Are we talking about from
It
birth?
doesn't ma- it doesn't really matter. The thing is, as long as that child is coming into the world, what is the greatest decision one can make for that incoming kid?
Okay.
It
So
doesn't matter. It doesn't really.
let me break it down to you like this because
Mhm.
I have had I had one child, a son. He's grown now, he has his own kids. All right. So
Wow.
this is why I ask you, what age are we talking about? Because when
Okay.
you give birth to a child and that baby, okay, that baby becomes your world, your everything or whatever. There comes a certain time
Sorry.
when you have to send that child away to school, to daycare, to a
Mhm.
babysitter, to what. So at that time, that is the biggest decision, right? As different stages in the child's life, you will make decisions based on the child's age and what have you. I don't think you can narrow it down so much to generalize, say what is the biggest decision that you can make for your child. I don't know the lady that just joined if she has children
Okay.
or not.
Okay. For
Like
me though, I'll be
let's
like,
get someone else's opinion, and then maybe I
okay.
can kind of. I don't know
The,
if
the, the lady
I
I just joined.
will agree.
Okay, the lady that just joined us. Okay, Jennifer, good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. If you're just joining us for the first time, it is our normal weekend show. We do this every Saturday, but this week Saturday we are channeling our discussion on what is the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids. What are those great decisions that you need to make for your unborn kids, or even when they are there? Because lack of good parental upbringing has really dealt with us. I think the rate of divorce though, in fact you can actually channel 80% of the world problem today to family life, because most of the part family life has failed us woefully. Because my sister here was saying that when you send your child to school and all that, man, you send your child to school, you observe steps. There are times that you can actually look at your child and be like, hell no, this is not me, this is not who I want you to be. Who did you learn
Mm-hmm.
this from? You ask your child questions. At
Mm-hmm.
lunches, your child, he or she is going to be honest to you by opening up to you and telling you the truth. They're going to be like, I learned it from the movie. And there you
Mm-hmm.
start deciding who and how you let your kids associate with some certain people. Okay. For me though, my own belief is that the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids as a man, to me, Okay, okay. I can actually say that. For instance, my parents gave me a good upbringing. I might decide that I might decide so many things today and be like, okay, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But who am I to blame? If I'm bad today, who am I to blame? So let me quickly give our sister that just came in. Jennifer, good morning to you. How are you doing? How are you doing today?
Yeah, good morning. Happy weekend, everyone. So for me, I feel the greatest decision you can make for your kids is first thing first, before you start thinking of having a family or building yourself towards marriage, because I believe so much in the foundation. So
Mm.
make sure you are mentally ready upstairs. You know what it is to get involved in marriage, and marriage is not just you before they come play, and you say, okay, because I feel I'm fertile, or I feel like, oh, Henry, are you hearing me?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think we need to understand what kids are now. Kids are the future of tomorrow. No matter
Mm-hmm.
how you look at it, how you train them matters a lot. And if you
Mm-hmm.
think of the fact that if I'm going to train this child, he's going to represent you, or you and the whole family out there. Because if the child misbehaves tomorrow, they won't blame the child. They will ask, where is the parents? Let's
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
check the foundation. What happened when they were raising up this child? Did something
Mm-hmm.
go wrong? And if you think of the fact that they're going to blame you for everything, then you will sit up in raising that child properly. And if you are not ready to have a child, take your time. It's not a child's play. It's not something you wake up one morning and say, okay, I just want to have a child because my biological clock is ticking, or because peer pressure. Are you ready upstairs? Mentally,
Right.
are you ready upstairs to raise one? That's the most important thing. Because you see the situations. Henry, I saw something online. I don't know if you saw that video. I don't know if I saw it on your page or another person's page. A small child was telling a man that
Yeah, it's on my
what do
page.
you think about me? I wish you death, or I
Yeah,
Yeah.
wish you would die.
it's on my page. It's on my page.
It was on
Yeah.
your page. And when I saw that and I saw this your comments, I said maybe Henry is talking about this particular video, because I saw it in two or three of my friends' random posts. I got scared. I said, that child is not even up to 7 or 8 years old. Isn't it? He's not even a teenager. And he's wishing someone that he would just die. Does you even know the word, what it means to wish someone that? So, what would I say? Environment is important when you're raising a child. Society is important, yes. But the most important thing is the home, the structure of the home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How are you building yourself towards raising that child? That
yeah.
child's lifestyle is important. See, let me tell you, right? I used to be around my nieces and nephews when they were not even 1 or 2 years old, but I realized that they learn things very fast. You can do something very
Oh yeah.
small
Yeah.
and you think they're not watching you. Come back the next day, they'll remind you that, oh, this auntie is always doing this when she comes, or this uncle
Mm.
is always doing this when they come. They'll greet you in that way as a sign that they remember who you are. So the little things you think they are not seeing, they take it as a big thing in their own world.
Yeah.
So yes, Ifeoma said it. Please don't bring them to the world if you are not ready to love them. That is true. If you're not
Yeah.
ready, take your time. I have a I have a family friend couple I look up to. It took them 1 year or 2 years plus before they started having children, because they wanted to bond well as a small family unit before they started giving birth, which is important. They were getting ready for those kids. So there are so many factors. And me, like what this lady said before I came in, I don't think I'll blame the woman totally, because it takes two. It
To
takes two
entangle. To
to
entangle.
raise a child. It's not just a woman's duty, it's
Yeah.
also the man's duty as well. Are you an absentee father? It's very important. Are you an absentee father? Are you an absentee mother? Absentee mother means you're not always there for the child. When the child needs you, you're not there. So who is raising the child when you're not there? It will end up being the nannies. It will end up being the babysitters. And babysitters, how strong are they mentally to understand how to take care of kids? Some babysitters are just doing the job because they want to make money, not because they love kids. Let's be realistic.
Right, right.
So if you understand that concept, it's not everybody you bring around your kids, not everybody bring around your children. That's why so many people have gone through a lot when they were small. So sorry. Some people have gone through a lot when they were small, that even when they want to have their own family today, they don't want to have any house help or anybody raising their kids. They want to raise their kids by themselves because they know what they went through when they were younger. And they don't want the same experience for their own kids. So it's a big topic. But Henry, I commend you on this. This topic is a very good one. And I wish we could get enough people to really pay attention to all this, important. You don't know who you are helping. Someone might enter here and just see the topic, hear what we are saying, and to change their lives. So keep up the good work. Keep it up, because with so many things we are seeing now on social media, it makes me question what is really happening in the marriage world now. It's crazy and it's scary.
Okay, thank you so much, Jennifer. I will say God bless you for that. I just believe in one thing. Giving back to the society is not only when I become a soldier like I am now. So I always believe that I can actually give back to the society when I do little things that can actually change someone else's life. So this is why we keep on bringing up topics like this. And thanks to our sponsor today. Our sponsor is NOG Security Team. NOG Security Team is a security in the United Kingdom, and they are very good. So, John, you came and you need a security team to guide you to do so many things for you about security. You can actually contact any of the security team. They are very, very, very good. So today's show is single-handedly being sponsored by Energy Security Team. And the CEO Energy Security Team has left to join us back. So he's the main sponsor of the show today. So let me just quickly go to the comments. From Ifoma, kids always imitate what parents are doing. Stop shipping them off to nannies or grandparents. Okay, that's interesting. Then the one I pinned down, she said, love and communicate with your kids. Teachers are your kids' second parents. Draw your kid close to you and stop giving them device just because you want you don't have their time. That's interesting. Please, can you on your cameras except the auntie at the top, please? She's the only one permitted to off her camera for a reason. Lord, so what do you think about today's topic? What is the greatest decision you can ever make for your child as a woman?
We're not hearing her.
We can't hear you.
She mutes herself.
Yeah, I guess as much.
We can't hear you.
Check your mic, Vicky. Unmute yourself. It's like muted yourself. Okay, we can't hear you, Vicky. Try and join us back, and God bless you. We can't hear you. So, like I was saying, guys, if you are joining us for the very first time, try and follow our page to get our notifications at all times. So today's weekend or today's show is all about what are those decisions that you make for your kids? Is it financial decision? Is it parental decisions? Is it choosing their mother? Is it choosing their father? Okay. Jennifer, can you mute yourself a bit, please? Okay. So what are those great decisions that you make for your kids? What are those important decisions that you make for them? It's very, 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 very important. You don't just wake up one morning and be like, yeah, I'm having a baby, and you all say, okay, we are going for baby shower.
Well, you know,
You bring it up.
Henry, what I think times are changing. I think now
Yeah.
people are really thinking about having children and thinking about what it takes to have a child, to bring a child into the world. I think more thought is given to it now. And the fact that women now have their careers in mind and what have you. So they're waiting to have children. There's a lot of change now where before, when we were growing up, it was, that was the way, like, oh, you get married, you have children, blah blah blah. It was kind of like it was the way that the elders thought that that's how life would be, and that you should be happy that way. But we live in different times now, and I think it's more common now to hear people, both men and women, say that they want to wait to have children. So it's they're giving more thought to it. It's more than just, oh, let's have this cute little baby and dress it up, and it's more to it than that. And I think people are starting to grasp that the
Good morning.
responsibility. Morning.
Okay, that is smart. So, we have a new caller. Good morning to you, and how are you doing today?
I'm good. Good morning, bro.
Okay, Informa, nice having you around. Informa, God bless you, and we love your we love you. God bless you. Thanks for always having our back and honoring our invitation. And whenever we send you a request or tell you that we are having a show, we love your contribution, and we pray that whoever watches this video after this or after the program, um, learns how to actually manage their kids, and we'll say thanks for your kind advice to the public. So good morning to you, bro. How are you doing today? Tell us your name, tell us where you're calling us from.
Okay. My name is Exodus. I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, nice having you, brother, from Lagos State, Nigeria. And how is Lagos State, Nigeria this morning?
Lagos is cool. Still
Yeah, it's
busy.
weekend. At least it's weekend thing. You're not stuck in the traffic today.
So, and
So
that is if
bro,
there are no events by the roadside too.
at least you're not stuck in the traffic today. So, bro, the question or the conversation today is, what are the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids?
Mm.
Okay, before you answer that, there's a video that we posted about a few days ago. That was day before yesterday or thereabout, midnight. Yeah. So we made that video, posted that video. We saw the video, and the video caught my attention about 2 years old, or a 2 years old child, or let me just approximately 2 years, but I doubt. So telling his uncle or his dad he wants him dead,
Wow.
and
Crazy.
and and I was like, are you being serious? Before I made that, before I posted that video, I watched it countless times. I was like, I was like, what is really happening? Where are we heading to? Is this the kind of life?
Even the man was shocked. Even the man was
Yeah,
shocked with his
yeah,
response and told him to say
yeah,
sorry. It
yeah.
was crazy. I was like,
But
do
but
you
did you
understand
notice?
what someone says someone you are going to die? I wish you to
Uh-huh.
die.
But did you
Aside that,
notice? Did you notice
you
that
know
the
the
child
most painful part.
was smiling?
You know,
He was smiling
do you
the
know the
whole
most painful
time.
part? No, it's not because he was even smiling that was the most painful part. The most painful part of it was that he
No, no,
told
no,
him,
no.
go
Yeah,
and stab yourself and die.
yeah,
I want you to stab
Wow.
yourself with a knife. Go and watch the video. He said, I want you to
yeah.
stab yourself with a knife and die. And he
But the
asked him,
fact that
what are
he
you
was
gonna do?
smiling, I don't think he really knew what he was saying.
I
I just
know.
can't believe that he really knew what he was. So it's like, where did you get that from? Who did you hear that from? Like, how did that come
That
into your mind to be saying something like that?
But I
Do you know
think
people?
it depends on what that kid is watching. What videos is he watching at
So,
that age, and
so
what
Yeah.
are his parents exposing him to? What are his parents saying around him? All these things matter. Is
Yeah.
he with his mom and dad, or is he from a single parent? I'm not saying all
Yeah.
single parents cannot raise a good children, but some are losing grip. Not all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you understand that, then you, because sometimes, right, people go through a stage in their life, they are going through what they call emotional scar or
Mm-hmm.
emotional abuse. So they
Mm-hmm.
end up saying some things they don't even think like somebody is hearing them, and
Mm-hmm.
that kid must have heard that word thinking is a good word, because he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't understand the word he's saying. He's just saying
I,
it because the person I'm looking up to studied with confidence, so it must be a good
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
hmm,
Okay, so, bro, the question now today is, what is the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids? Good morning to you, Ejmao. For to good morning to you, Philo Sexy. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Ndubisi Iguala. So, bro, go ahead.
well, before I will touch the answer to the question. Like from the video, what you said, I
No,
think
okay. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? I think just go watch the video and come back. Okay, just go watch the video and come back. I will bring you up. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So, good morning to you, Ejmao. For to brother. How you doing today? So, bro, it's very very important. We decide who we make the mother of our kids, and it's very important we decide who we make the father of our kids. It's very 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 important. Good morning
Good
to you, brother.
morning.
How you doing today, brother? Kewe.
Akwa Osaka from Fadanna. Good morning. Hi.
Good morning,
Good
bro.
morning.
Thank you, man.
Nah, I am the one.
But for sure, bro, for sure, for sure, we'll keep doing our best. Okay, brother. Today's show, what we're talking about is he's rolling. We're losing him. So it's very, very, very important. We decide who we make the mother of our kids, and not just the mother, the father too. I think the ladies these days, they don't even care to decide who they make the father of their kids these days.
But Henry, can I say something, right? And
Yeah, go.
also to Cherry as well. I want to ask a question, so I'll need two of his opinion.
Okay, go
In
ahead.
the normal society we live in,
Mhm.
is it that it's the woman's duty to choose a life partner and a home? Because at the end of the day, it's a man that proposes, right?
Right.
And it's left
Yeah.
for the woman to say yes or no. So that means we have the power of marriage in our hands, but we still do
Yes.
not know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. Because, for
Be-
instance,
no, I'm talking from a woman's point of view. Do you
yeah,
understand?
you
Because
do. Okay, hold on, sis. You do. For instance, I'm dating you right now, and you know the red flags. You've seen me abuse kids before. You've seen me do so many things before, and you have to start asking yourself questions. Like you have to, what blinds most of us is that we do not look beyond ourselves in marriages. We do not look beyond ourselves in marriages. We always look like towards ourselves. My happiness. You do not even think about, I'm having kids. What kind of future do I have for these kids today? Okay, this man that I'm saying that I'm going to say yes to, is he the kind of man that I want to have kids with? Because when you put your kids ahead of you first, that is when you actually get a good man. Because when you're dating me, you're not dating me because you feel like, yeah, I love him. Is love really gonna hold you guys forever?
No.
Does this man
love is
worth?
not enough. Oh. Love
So
No,
is not
does this
that's
enough.
man
no.
worth?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So
Mm-mm.
does this man worth being the father of your kids? The love that he's giving to you is not going to be enough. That he treats you right and breakfast in bed and all that ain't going to last forever. What kind of
But
morals? You want this
But
man
to
to be able to instruct your kids with. So, this is actually the great questions that we like to ask ourselves on a daily basis when we are dating. For me now,
right,
I think before I will even decide I'm going to date you or establish a relationship that could lead to anything with me, I have to first of all think about who you are, the kind of person that you are, the kind of life that you've lived. Where is it going to affect my kids? So, we
and
have to
and
evaluate the
to add
time.
to that, your level of exposure, your level of wisdom, your level of reasoning, because
Yeah.
mm,
sometimes, right,
Mm-hmm.
there are some no, I've said this before in another person's life, and I'll say it again in yours. I've been on a date with somebody, and the first date I knew this person was not meant for me.
mm,
Yeah. And you walked away.
You understand? I
And you
didn't
walked
wait for
away.
second. I didn't wait for second. I didn't wait for third.
Mm-hmm.
I just studied the body language. I studied the words that were coming out from his mouth. The pride and ego was too much. You can't have an interesting conversation. It's conversations. He's like kind of person that always claims he's winning in the conversation. And I
mm,
pictured myself with this person in a normal home. I was like, this one would want to claim right to everything. He will always be Mr. Right. I just said to myself, do myself a favor. Being
And you
single
walked
is not
away.
a bad thing. Let me just be single and wait for the right person. It's not something I want to get my head into something I'm not ready for. With someone that is not even ready for the whole thing. Do you understand? So,
mm. But you
Sherry,
have
what do you think?
I think you have the right mindset though, and to your point about women more or less having they hold the power or what have you, it's true. But I think like some women, they're thinking, oh, I'm getting old. I haven't been married. I need to
Yeah.
be married. I need to have children now. There's so much thinking, like you said, Henry. They're thinking about me. It's like, oh, how I look to society, this and that, but they're
Yeah.
not taking the future of their children. I don't know. The children seem to come as an afterthought, like, and it's not just like you have to. It's so hard just dating, Jennifer. Oh my God, it's so hard just dating. And then not only are you like trying to get along with that person, but it's very important that you get along with his family gets along with yours. It's something to be said about like back in the day when they would say it takes a village to raise a child. It
Yeah.
takes a lot. And that if you don't have the right kind of support from your family and mostly your family and friends and what have you, I don't know, it's just these times are just it's just very difficult. Number one, just finding the right guy, finding the right woman, that in itself is like so hard, so hard. And then you bring a child, because come on, a child, if you're already in a bad relationship, a child is not going to make that relationship better, right?
But I want to say something before I mute myself. So sorry. But the thing is this, right? Is it all about finding the right person or making sure that you yourself you're ready for that right person?
Good
Because
point.
sometimes,
Yeah,
right,
that's a good point.
sometimes, right, you might have the right person around you, but because you are not mentally and emotionally ready, the person
Mm-hmm.
might move to another spouse or move to someone else that is available. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because men, I think I don't know, Henry, if I'm right or wrong, correct me. Men know if this person is meant for them or not. Doesn't take them much time. It's not like us that we are more um emotional. Do you
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
understand? You
Yeah.
guys are, you have this head like, ah, if I see what I know it. You know how to make a decision without asking anybody. Like you are, I think that's why they make men the head of the family. You guys are very straightforward. Like, okay, no, this is what I want. No, no questioning, no doubting, no. Because Henry, I need your own opinion. What do you think? Do you think it's easy for men to find the right women? or when you see the right woman, will you know?
Okay, the thing is, when you see the right woman, you know, because this is why you see that a man can actually be in love with you. You believe that this man is in love with you for 4 years, and you'll be surprised that he's just gonna meet someone in 3 6 months. They are married. He
Mm.
knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. So he knows red flags when he sees one. And the thing is that most men see red flags and they keep quiet because they want you to change. But women see red flags and they move on. If a woman can actually record 50 or 5 or 30% of red flags in you, she's gone.
I don't know, Henry. I think women have this
But
this
if a
this
woman, but
nurturing
if a
thing
man,
where they feel
but
like
if
they
a
can
man,
fix a man, right?
it,
I don't know,
it's
Jennifer. What
actually
do you think? What do you think? Do you agree that women stay in? They know that the guy is not right for them, or whatever, but then something in them says, "Oh, I can fix him. I can make
No, I
him."
think I think why I think why sorry to let me make it more sounds more make some sense.
Mm,
Cherry, if for instance a woman is staying, it's because of that fear factor of either being single or she's thinking of the fact that I've already fallen in love with this person, so I've
mm,
already, and you know what I mean. Once a woman falls in love very deep, she looks at it like this is my last card. It has to
mm,
work, but not thinking
mm,
of the fact that love is not everything. Sometimes people's characters are more important than the love
mm.
aspect, because it's that character you're going to live with. Can you cope with that personality?
Yeah.
That's what matters.
And I think some people they don't take the time. I think sometimes people think that they need somebody else to make them happy and they don't take the time to figure themselves out. Like take some
yeah.
time and be happy by yourself. Make your own self. You can't like get with someone and say, "Hey, okay, now you make me happy." You cannot. You have to already pretty much be set in your mind, and the person that you fall in love with or whatever is supposed to make things better, but not like there's not their responsibility to take your life and make it right. And I think that people do that a lot. They think that, oh, I'm gonna get with this man and he has money or whatever, so he can make me happy. But money isn't everything either. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
like you say, love is not enough. It's some a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but if you don't know yourself, if you don't know who you are, how do you expect that other person to do all this for you and make your life better if you yourself don't even know what you want?
Okay. I think we'll have a new caller. Good morning to you, brother. You're welcome back.
Hey, network.
Okay.
Can you
Please, if
hear
you're
me?
here, share the live. Yeah, we can hear you. Please share the live. Let's have more opinions and more advice to the public. Okay. And please point to note. You have to be respectful. You have to drop your words in a way that it cannot break someone, because whatever you say here can
Mm,
break someone, it can
true.
remold someone, it can change someone's life. So please, what you say is very, 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 very important. Okay, keep sharing the live video, keep sharing it. Let's have more viewers and more opinions, not just viewers but more opinions. So good morning to you, brother. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you, Jennifer. So, you've watched the video, right?
Yeah, I've watched the video.
Okay, now the question is, what is the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids?
Well, well, as a father, though I'm not yet, but me,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I will my the greatest decision, one of the greatest decision I think I will make is me myself, me myself,
Henry, I have to go.
giving
So
them a
Okay,
picture
thank you
of
so
Bye,
much,
what
Jennifer.
Jennifer. It was nice talking to you.
Bye
All
bye.
right, bye.
God bless you, Jennifer. Thank you so much.
Me,
So, bro, continue. We can hear you.
okay. One of the greatest decision is me playing a picture. Ah, who is calling me now? What is this?
Go ahead. Uh, you're cut now, bro. You're cut now. We can hear you. Okay, so go ahead.
So, is as a father, I think it would be best I live, I make myself that's as in my life, my living, and what I be mindful of what I do in the presence of my kid,
Mm-hmm.
because as what I'm doing is being inculcated into their own value system, either direct or indirect. What I do affect them. How I live, how I speak to others affect them. How I treat others affect them. They learn from it. Why I'm saying this is because though I lost my dad while I was 10, but I learned a lot. There are things I just watch him. He didn't tell me that this is how you do this. But I look at him and I pick things he was doing. I pick them. At the age of 10, I'd already learned a lot from my dad before he died. In fact, at the age of 5, I started learning from him. So what I do, my life, the way I live my life is a picture of what my children are seeing. They feel that what I'm doing is good. That is why I'm doing it. So they learn from it. The best, I think what I can do for them, I prayed for them, and I live a life worthy of emulation
Mm-hmm.
if I want them to be good. Because it's another thing to, okay, let me say I want to force the child at the tender age to do this, and when they get out there and meet with other people, mix up with other kids, what I am forcing them to do, it may be against their way, and they will still do what they want to do. So the best is for me to
Mm-hmm.
live a life and allow them to see what I'm doing, because at times we feel they don't know, but they know, and they see all those things we are doing directly or indirectly. So, like I said, I learned a lot from my dad. One of the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing is how to treat a woman and how
Very
to handle a
important.
baby. So, and how to address or to speak in public is very important. That was what I wanted to learn more from him, but I was not. I didn't have the chance.
Mm.
But at least I learned something from him, because
I
there
think
was
I
a
think you're doing
scenario
a
that
very
happened.
good job. Okay. Yeah, I think you speak well. And is that what you want to do? Is for a living? Is like public speaking, or why is that important to you?
Uh,
Yeah.
because
Why is it important?
when, are you with me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. We're with you. We can hear you.
Okay. It's important because when you are out there, as you are speaking whatsoever, when you are addressing people, the way you refer people out there, it paints a picture of where you are coming from.
Mm,
It represents
mm,
what you, the
mm-hmm,
character
mm-hmm,
or the way you present yourself, speak out there, shows that where you are coming from.
mm-hmm.
It's either they are human beings or they are not human beings, or the people that gave birth to you or raised you up, they were human beings or they were not human.
Yeah. And I applaud you, Henry. I applaud you for making your statement about people being respectful when they are speaking on your platform. Because there's a lot of platforms out there, and we've all seen like streaming. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
You can hear me,
Okay,
Abby?
well, Henry, it was nice meeting you. And I'm sorry, your name? What is your name? The gentleman that just down the bottom? I don't know
Okay.
what his name is. But anyway, it was nice talking to
My name
you
is
all.
X.
Okay.
All right. All
And
right. Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
I'll,
Thank
I'll
you.
see you another time and I will on my camera and have a real conversation. Okay? But
Okay, no
thank you.
problem, my
Thank
dear.
you.
Thank you. Nice,
Thank you.
nice
All right.
having you this
Thank
morning.
you.
And
Bye.
we might actually have another section of it. Maybe that should be in the night today, around
Oh, okay.
7, 8, around 7 or 8 my GMT, that's Nigerian time. Okay, so we
Okay,
might actually
great.
have another section of it because I know
That will be
most of
better
the
because
people now are out there for business. So, but most of them do not know that
sure.
the show will still hold. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
nice having you. And maybe in the evening we'll
Thank
still
you.
have a proper
Yeah.
conversation in the evening.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
And stay
Thank
safe and God
you.
bless
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, so guys, keep sharing the life. It's the conversation is still on. What is the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids? It's very, very, very important that we decide who we make the mother of our kids, and the environment we raise our kids, and the kind of videos we allow our kids to watch. Like
Yeah.
Ifoma said, teachers are the second parent of your child, are the second parents of your kids or your children. So do not leave everything in the hands of in the hands of the teachers, because one, that the person is a teacher does not qualify the person to be a good mother. Okay, that the
Sure.
person teaches does not qualify the person to be a good mother. It does not qualify the person to actually nurture your kids in the right direction and in the right way they should grow. So we actually have to be mindful of the kind of people we let in the life of our kids. For me, I also believe that the greatest sacrifice or decision you can ever make for your kids as a man is choosing their mother. If you choose a viper, you are in trouble. If you choose an angel, you're blessed. You choose Satan, you're doomed. So you have to start thinking of, who do I choose as the mother of my kids? Who is that person that is actually going to stand up for my kids in my absence? You know, we are quick to say, I love you, I want to be with you, you're this and you're that. But where do all those things, where do we place them in nearest future? Kids have no
You know,
moral these days.
this one, this point you just said, there was something that happened to me somewhere here in Lekki. If in fact it was not me, as not a witness. Child, a little girl of 2 years that was even struggling to speak was telling the mom, the direct mother in public, fuck you, was using F word on the mother. Do you know what the mother did? The mom looked back at her and said, fuck you, fuck your father. Yes, I just stood, I was watching the two of them. I said, see this woman, oh, are you serious? Good, oh, that is why my mother is doing it. Or it means that is what the mom has been using. So, like
Okay,
you
now the
said,
thing
the
is,
mother figure also play a very vital role in the life of
okay,
children.
the reason
Because
why the
both of
reason
them
why I
are
said that
very close to them.
the reason why I said that parent or mother or choosing a good mother for your kids is the most important thing you do as a man, is because, or one of the greatest decisions or sacrifice you can ever make for your kids, is because, one, your kids get to spend more time with their mom than they spend with you. Good morning to you, Ogaluma. Ogaluma, abeg, come up live now, abeg. I want to have you today. Boss man, God bless you. Nice having you around today. So you get what I'm saying, right? kids actually spend more time with their mom than they spend with their dad. So it's very, very, very important that we choose those women who we would want to call mom for our kids, or who would want our kids to call mom. You cannot go and choose a beast. Imagine like what you just said, a 2 years old child telling her mom, "Fuck you," using the F word on the mom. What do you expect? What do you expect? Now, it is the duty of the mother to actually caution the child
Good
not
morning.
to use F word on any adult. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm
it
with
is the
you.
duty of the mother to caution the child not to use F word on any adult. It is the duty of the mother to actually, let the child know the importance of not using F word. Even me as an adult, there are places I don't use. If I cannot be speaking to my superior, and I'll use F word. There is a stage in this live video that we are not. In fact, if you start using F word, I'll caution you that you're not allowed to use F word, because you never can tell who is going to rewatch the video, and the way the video is going to affect the child might go bad. Okay, bro. Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning. How are you
Good
doing?
morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
good now, Augusta. Man, nice having you around today. Really glad
Just
to
that
have you.
heavy talk again. Yeah, they always say you're live, oh. Now Saturday morning we did.
So yeah, Saturday
But
morning,
there's
senior one.
delays, so I could just talk anyway to put my own point across.
Okay, sir. Okay, I don't know what's happening, and the network is rolling. I guess it has a call or something. I don't know, but whichever way, we keep doing it. So it's our normal weekend show, and we're glad to have you. Keep sharing the live video. We hope to have more people to actually come and air their view. What is the greatest decision you can ever make for your child? Keep sharing the video. We hope to have more people here. Good morning to you,
However,
Ibrahim. Ibrahim. Okay, Ibrahim. Okay, Ibrahim. Okay, sir, you were saying something before. It's like your network is bad, or something.
yeah, I've come up the Wi-Fi to see whether it'll be better. So I just the hail you know, and I agree you. I always enjoy the talks you give and stuff. But I just say for Saturday morning, when persons today wake up, what is the greatest decision you can ever make for your kids?
Yeah.
Stay alive, stay fit and healthy. It is that simple. Eat 3 times a day, stay fit and healthy. That is the greatest decision you can make for your kids. Now to stay alive, Abby.
Okay.
So, because let me finish. Because you see, those your kids that you're saying, you do not own them. A lot of African parents always think that they're home picking. Nobody home picking. Now God home picking or more long. You hear me? So you are a guardian. That is who you are. You are not a parent. You do not own that child. You are there to guide the kid so the kid can make their own decisions. So the best decision you can make is being the best person you can be to guide that spirit that has entered this world. Make you guide them. You are a guardian. They are only children for about 7 years of their life. If you think about it, from the age of 1 to 5, it is a baby. From 5 to 12, it is a kid. From 12, it is a teenager. So there's only 7 years, they're actually a kid. And that is where you have to really make sure you control their behavior, character, all of that to be social human beings. But apart from that, greatest decision is to stay alive and fit and healthy, or else who go feed pikin. So that's just my contribution. Make I live and there. Make I dig back. I go
Hey, mister.
go.
Mister.
Alva.
Hey, mister.
Anan. It be like say now one of my people be
Hey,
this.
mister.
I
Yeah.
hear you now.
Nah, udah jam berapa, Bang?
What do you want to say? You
Besok,
don't catch
besok.
me for your life.
Hey, sir. Nggak ngomong kau.
Can I help you? What language? What country? It
Now,
be like saying
look,
now one of my people where they follow me for one of my art page. It be like saying don't want to talk to me for like 2-3 years.
yeah.
I know Sabi in language when just they say Mr. Anyway, maybe they go on.
Okay.
So what is
Reason.
this your whole this you say you day off Tony or you still dey work? Because you are very active on social media. Oh.
You know, reason. I always use.
when you dey work.
I always use.
What's your rank?
Okay, I'm in Lance Corporal. And the thing is,
Okay.
always use my free time, okay, because my work is very
You
strong.
don't
So
need to say all of that one. You don't need to say all of that one. I be ex-boy now. But I guess you did decompress. You did decompress with all of this. That's why
yeah.
you bad doing your vibe. When you want to have Peking, Mr. You when no get Peking, you dey talk about Peking. I be you get Peking.
Okay,
So
I don't have.
so fam, you don't get opinion for this matter. You don't get Peking.
Okay,
You get Peking, then you fit talk.
Okay, the reason for this question is that I came across a video about I posted a video on my page. I guess maybe you've not watched it though. A 2-year-old child. Yeah, a 2-year-old child. A 2-year-old child telling his dad to go and die.
To go and what?
Die.
And now.
And
boy or girl?
A boy.
And now his son now.
Okay, now telling the dad to go and die. The dad asked him why. He said, I just want you dead. And at a point, he asked the child, you should say sorry. The child said sorry. The child also said, I want you, when we get home, take a knife, stab yourself, and die.
Okay.
And he asked the child, what are you going to do when I start bleeding? The child said, I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to just sit and laugh. Now, this is where the question or the conversation was derived from. Okay? Because it's not all about staying alive for your kids, because there are people that their father died at a very tender age and they became great in life. There are people that their parents are separated, yet they became great in life. Like you as an ex-boy, you spend half of your life in the military school. You know they will. So even when you go home, you see they say that kind of relationship, you know if you get on with your pale, because one, he might not really understand where they go as an ex-boy. You have to make your own decision and all that. Right?
Yeah, but wait. We're going different places now. Let's go back to this child with 2 years old. Forget me.
Okay.
We're not yet.
Okay, no problem. So
this incident, obviously that kid, maybe the kid is on a spectrum. Maybe, because kids will always say things. Maybe he's just angry. So he's thinking the worst thing for this man. So it's between them.
The child was not angry. The child was saying this and was laughing. The child was saying it and he was laughing.
A 2-year-old cannot articulate anything. 2-year-olds say a lot of crazy shit. So you're reading too deep. My guy, you're looking too deep into a 2-year-old having conversation with him, Papa. Do you know how many things my own little dickhead don't tell me? Now 7-year-old in B now. So, and sometimes it shows how good the relationship is, where the son can actually express how he feels. So we don't know, maybe before the papa don't come out all in toys from her, maybe he did something wrong. So that kid is actually comfortable expressing himself to his son. Because if my son tell that one to me, I'll sit him down, have the deep conversation to be like, how this boy mind reach this level of darkness at the age of 2? So it's up to the parents with that one. So that's my opinion on that little case you just say.
Okay, so this is where we derive our topic from. What is the greatest decision you can make for your kids? Because one, when you look at that child now, the kind of corrupt his mind already is. If he can actually wish his own dad death, what do you think he's going to wish someone else? If you can actually tell his dad to go home, stab himself, and die.
Again, I'm telling you, almost till you have Peking. 2-year-olds say a lot of crazy shit. Their brain is still developing. Your cerebral cortex develops the most within the first 2 years of your life, and then it continues. I think about 70% develops all the neutrons within the first 2 years, and then about 30% up to your 25. So, like I'm telling you, you're going too deep with that kid. He's just a 2-year-old. They say a lot of nonsense. And that's why our people have to have a perspective on it. Because that's why some villagers, they kill Peking. Because for some villages, Peking go say that one, then go kill him. Then go say spirit don't enter him. I lie.
Let me lie. Let me lie.
I lie.
No, no,
So
no.
this type of fucking mindset. And that's why I'm telling you, my brother, you are looking too deep into this. He's only a 2-year-old human being with a lot of information and processes. Maybe they don't watch stupid film where somebody say go die. Maybe don't hear him mama tell him papa say make him go die. That kid
That is
heard it from somewhere, okay?
that is
You
why
understand?
now the reason for this conversation though is not that we are condemning the child. Hell no, he doesn't know what he was saying. Okay, now we are looking at the frame of where could this child learn this from. Okay, whose fault is it? Who has failed? Because
Now
now,
the
if
guardian now.
if
Now
you do
the
not look at
guardian.
it,
You know when
if you
I
do
told
not,
you in the beginning, now
yeah,
the guardian has failed. So it's up to the papa may correct him now between he and his son.
yeah, I know. That's why I say if you don't look on the guardian, like if you don't look on the context of what led this child to do this, because in fact, so many people, like some of us, learned a lot from social media. Okay, we didn't just we are not where we are today because we just enveloped and got to this place. We learned a lot on social media, and I brought that video and I started talking about this so that people can actually know the importance of good parenting.
And
That child spent more time at the age of from 0 to 2. That child spent more time with his mom, right?
probably, I don't know.
Okay, probably, because if not the mother, then there should be a guardian who that child was with. So this is where it comes in. As
Or
a man,
babysitter, or baby, because even as that child got an older sibling, because maybe the older sibling self don't tell the child, say, "I'm gonna go die." Because sometimes, like if you get like a 5-year-old sibling, where is 3 years older, where they jealous of the second sibling wake up. Sometimes them oneself go say bad things to their younger siblings and
that is
nasty
where
words. So there's a
that,
lot
that is
of
where that is where it
talking
comes
back.
in. That is where it comes in. Who do you make your spouse? Who do you make, like, who
It's
do you
very
accept?
important.
Who
It's
that
very
is
important.
this is where the conversation, this is where the shoe lies on now. It's not because maybe we are kind of exaggerating or drawing more attention to that video. No, but we are kind of trying to bring out the morality that should be placed on that video. We are trying to bring out the degree of failed life some of our parents have actually generated in us.
Most, no be some.
Okay? So you get what I'm saying? So we're
But
trying
it's
to we're
good.
trying to
This
like
generation
for
is
me though,
better.
yeah, for me, even if as I'm speaking, I'm not yet married, I have no child yet. But as I dey talk, as we they talk, I dey learn. I keep learning. Okay. That when I get to that
What's
stage,
your age again? What's your age?
okay, I'm
Or if
28.
you don't want to disclose, you don't need to. Okay, Enna.
28. No, no,
You
no,
there.
no, no.
You're on the
I'm
right path.
28. But I'm still very, very young
Hold
and
on, Mo. I told most men, say, oh, mom, wait till you're 35. Oh, trust me. 35 is a good age. Just hold on. Hold on. My grandpapa, he still have a kid, I think when he was 60 something or 70 something. So no stress yourself. Oh. Hold
okay.
on.
Where the contest from? Okay, because
Is this and they have to take career break it also affects men as well. When men have kids very young as well, it affects their hustles. Because they're still trying to figure themselves out. Imagine if you have Peking when you're like 22, 23. Imagine if you had Peking when you are 22, 23. And go fuck up your
Very
progression.
tough.
So it's very important who you procreate with, who you choose to be the partner or the mother of your children. Is one of the most important things. That's the beginning of Genesis, or Adam and Eve. If you fuck that up, you fuck it up. To make me go, I beg. We go talk till morning. I've got a lot of stuff to do. I just want watch.
Okay.
Now you invite me, so I just say make I accept the invite.
Yeah,
But I beg.
thank you so much.
I
I
did
really
there. Oh, we
appreciate
did there.
it.
All I
Thank you
mean
so much.
anyway. All I mean later. How will they come out
Okay,
this thing?
okay, bro.
Okay.
Thanks.
Wait, come out me now. I know Sabi.
Okay, guys, we are still here, and it's still our weekend show. Okay, so it's very, very important that you choose who you make the mother of your kids, or who you choose to settle down with.
Sorry, bro. My network is it's not friendly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. That video I watched, and that video, I think is what is happening to that child is negligent, and what the baby is watching. Because with what he's saying, if that boy or that is a boy, right?
Yeah,
That was a boy.
yeah.
So if that guy go into argument at that age with friends or playmates, he can go violent. That is what it means. It means that he can actually stab anybody with that same knife at that age.
Thank you. Even outside that age, if something is not done, that child is going to be so violent. That child can easily pick up arms and start doing drugs.
Yes. That is what is playing.
If something is not done, a lot of shit can actually go on. So this is where we are looking at. Now we're not just looking at maybe try to over exaggerate what the child did, because we can actually say he's just a child. Hell no. Read some meanings into that, what that child said.
Sure. So he was saying it with confidence, so that boldness and confidence.
Okay, now I've been in the theater of war. I want to share this little bit of it. I've been in the theater of war. I spent hell number of years in Sambisa precisely. I got out. I'm drafted into another part of the war again, which is where I am now. But total different thing. I was opportune to meet a child where we went for a rescue mission, one of the jungles. And we got there, and we are trying to rescue these kids. And one was willing to go, one was just running. Now, the kind of hatred that boy had for military personnel was high. Now, those kids, I'm not supposed to share this, but let me just cut it short. Those kids, they've already started teaching them how to handle weapon. Then they make it with toy at that very young age. At that very young age, for you to know how important it is, to nurture kids in the right direction. Do you understand, right? I keep one thing I keep praying to God is, Lord, please let me never be overclouded with my emotions, that it blind my sense of judgment at the cost of discharging my duty. Because if anything is going on now, if somebody is picking up anything, if somebody is picking up something now, okay, if something is happening, I will not just be quick to say, finish him, do this to him. No. What led to this? What led to that? How did we get here? That's the questions that we're supposed to ask. Do not be quick to judge. In fact, this very topic here is wide. It's so broad in that. In fact, it's so wide. But the thing is, how do you understand it? Good morning to you, and how are you doing today, sis?
Hello, guys.
Yeah, good morning. Nice having you.
Morning. Sorry,
Yeah, it's Saturday morning, and you're welcome to our show.
Actually, I'm joining you guys from Germany.
Okay.
But right now, I want to put my daughter to sleep, so I have to leave you guys.
Okay,
because she's already. I want her to sleep afternoon sleep.
Okay, before you go, can we just get your little opinion on this?
I didn't join you guys from beginning, so I did not really get the picture very well, so I don't know what to say. Okay, so I want to join. Okay, maybe I'll come back later.
Okay, you can actually be in the comment section while you're trying to let him sleep, so you can actually understand. Okay, and thanks for having me, and hope to have you for that minutes from now when the child finally goes to bed.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, and God bless you. Yeah. So like I was saying, guys, it's very important we choose who we make the mother of our kids. Who is not even just mother. Let me not just be emphasizing on that mother, because I'm only saying that mother because I'm a man. Okay, it's very important as a human being you choose who you settle down with. Is either as a woman or as a man. You do not choose a violent man, a man that cannot even comprehend some certain degrees of stuff as a husband, who is going to go. In fact, when the man goes out drunk and comes back and start hitting you, what do you expect when you guys are dating in a relationship? What do you expect from this man? Or what kind of kids do you think that man is going to breed? These are kind of series of questions we need to start asking ourselves. Family life is degrading every day, and we are partying. Some people are still raising award-winning kids, and we are partying. Just for instance, somebody was making a comment on a video where kids in China we are being taught how to make toys. Okay, how to make toys, right? How to make. They were being taught a lot of things on technology. Why kids in Nigeria are being taught how to pray in tongues? Now Now we are being too religious and leaving the things that matters. Now I'm not trying to say that religion is not good. I'm not trying to degrade religion. No. Let the child know the importance of religion, but let the child understand where he is at the moment. A child that is growing at that stage, you teach him how to pray, you teach him how to do a lot of things, and also teach this child what the society needs. This is where you see children deciding to be a medical doctor. Okay, now you know the things as your child is growing, you know the things your child likes. See him through that. Some of us actually left our dreams to pursue where we think we can just make it in life, just to eat food. Not because that is what we wanted to do for life. You know that, right?
Yeah, sure.
In fact, so many people in Nigeria, that's how it is. Some of them are not there because they want to be. In fact, didn't even start entering the leadership level. Where somebody no go there the leadership, somebody will not be in that position because he wants to lead. He is there because he wants to embezzle money.
Yeah.
So now this is where we start seeing where family life has failed us woefully, and nobody's saying anything about this.
But they're enjoying it. They feel that I was telling a friend that this thing that people who have money doing, they feel that they're giving their children best of life, but they are causing harm to the society, because when you raise a child, that is because I've seen situations whereby children who come from poor home, most of the children who grew up without their parents behave well, sound, and better than people that has parents. They've sent them abroad, send them to good schools.
Okay,
But
now
at the end of the day,
the thing is you that your parents do not have money. Everybody sees you as the number one target or number one enemy. They believe you are the only one who is doing something that is wrong.
yes,
So at that stage, you are being cautioned. You are not being you are never free to do some certain things. So you are being cautioned, you are being watched, and those things help to groom you. For me, at a stage in my life, I wasn't with my parents and all that. That shaped me today. It made me as a man. The only place, in fact, before it was the army that made me started learning how to eat outside my house. If you like, anywhere where I travel to, the least I can eat is snacks and minerals. That is the only thing I fit put for mouth. Say I swallow am until I reach my house. I don't eat
yeah,
outside. Anything
after work.
prepared by any other anything prepared by any other human being, you no go see me eat am. But joining the army, I had to start eating because one, there are some places that in fact they will tell you say chop mama no dey o.
Sure.
So you don't even know where you can be taking, like where you're going to. You don't even know how the next situation is going to be like.
There or not.
In fact, I've had a friend. The last thing he took before he died was biscuit and mineral. I will never forget. Biscuit and mineral. That's in one of our compo rations that he gave to us. So the biscuit and mineral we in buy, we intake. In fact, in just they take come. It no even reach 5 minutes when take that thing finish to where the Congoni went down. That's where he died flat. So all these things. That's where I started learning how to eat anything I want to eat at a certain degree or at a certain time. But still no, okay, I think I have one of my boss here, Sir Optoma. In fact, one of the greatest soldiers I've ever known in my life as a soldier. He's someone I adore so much. He's my role model in the army. Okay, I adore him so much that I picked him as my own role model in the army. Optama. Okay, maybe he's busy. So it's always very good that we choose the kind of people we choose to settle down with. Are we settling down with beasts, or are we settling down with men? Are we settling down with women that actually that have this fear of God in them?
You mentioned something here that I want to throw more light on.
Okay, go ahead.
The problem is the country we find ourselves. When you say that in China, kids are being taught how to make toys. In Nigeria, when you go deep down the village, because when I grew up, it's inside the village.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming from this deep inside the village. In that place, I can remember that if you watch me here, so you will see that there's something like a one small mark on my face, this place. That was injury I got when I was very small. What we did then, we watched a lot of this American
Chinese movies.
Yes. So what we did was we constructed one particular, I don't know where that idea come from. I did that thing in form of, I use a spool from bicycle. You cut it just like they do a lock, then you put matches inside. We now cut nails, put inside, then you use catapult, that rubber we used to shoot there. You tie it with slippers. If you fire that thing, if it gets to your chest, it can kill you because it's nail that's inside that you will miss matches with that nail. It's like gun. If it gets to you, you are going down. If it gets to your eye, and if it do not draw you, the hospital on time. Everything is going down. We just do those things and we'll now be using it. We are just playing with it. We don't know it's very dangerous. So mistakenly, I don't know how that thing go. The thing flame up on me. I hold it myself. So I was trying to tie the catapult. So I now use leg to hold that rubber. I don't know how the thing just move up from my leg. The next thing I just had was here, and the leg remained inside.
Wow.
It was just, blood was just gushing out. That was the last day. In fact, I didn't know how that idea left my brain because it all.
Okay, now, like I said, it's always very good. You had that kind of nasty experience growing up, and I believe you're not going to ever want your own kid to ever experience such life again.
Sure.
So now the big decision is now on you. Who do you choose as your life partner? Who do you choose that make kids for you? Who do you choose as the guardian of your children when you're no more? In fact, the big question for me is always, who is going to take care of my kids when I'm no more? Okakukwala, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing today? You get?
Very,
So
very,
it's
very
actually
important.
it's one of the big questions that we need to start asking ourselves. Don't be just say, okay, I see person and I want to be with this person. No. You have to ask yourself questions. You have to decide, who do I choose as my life partner? It's very, 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 very important to raise an award-winning kid.
When I was growing up, when my dad died, my mom had to leave some property and inheritance while my mom has to run away with my sibling. What happened? The experience I got where I was growing up, that was when I knew that my mother was a strong woman, and I respect her. And she's one of the reasons why I respect women, because women have actually done some bad things. But I saw a woman who she had 4 kids. The husband, and it was not up to a year. She moved out with another man, left those children like that. I think 2 of them died in the process. I'm telling you, the thing was, very horrible because they were just struggling on themselves. The first child was a female, and that led that girl got married before even 18. She had to go and get. In fact, she followed the man to his house, and the man was not even a responsible person, but because she had no choice, because that was the only thing that was giving them what they need to eat.
You see?
At the end of the day, I just sat down. I was just thinking. I said, "Wow!" So it's actually a sacrifice for somebody to say, "Okay, because of my children, I will hold back. I will say no to some certain things." It's actually a sacrifice and a price to pay. So it take a good heart, a golden heart, to pay that price and offer that sacrifice because of a child. So I learned
100%.
from that stuff. And as when you are saying that, you need to know, make a decision who you get married to, or who you settle down, or who you choose to have your children.
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from. That is why I'm sharing that experience. That is actually very, very important, because there are people that when they go in hard, when the going become hard, they run away, or
Mm-hmm.
they make use of another choice and forgetting that they have product and seed that they have brought into the earth to nurture and to mentor, to look after. So it's not actually good. It's very, very important to choose. At times in this side of the world, some people still believe in love. But now I'm beginning to see the reason why God said you love who you marry. It's not what you marry
Not
who you love.
who you marry. I dey tell
Who
you,
you marry. Because
love
if
who
that
you marry.
person may have good character, but the person you may not love the person, but it's a good person that you can build your home with. You just be with the person and love the person. That is all you need to do. Because at times those things that are good, they have to go through the process before they can start showing the qualities of being good. Actually, I very much agree with you on this. It's very, very, very important. See, I commend you. I don't know. One day, Sha, I go meet you, Sha. By God grace, one day, I
Well,
go meet you for this Naija. No worry. In
thank you,
fact,
brother.
make a set. Maybe I go just invite you on your little time, free time. You go just show for this side.
No,
You're
Allah,
actually
bro.
doing a great job. You're doing a great job. It's
Okay,
very
bro.
good.
Okay, bro. The
I'm
larger
very,
part
very
of
happy. You don't know what you have something you took taken away from me. You know, like we are talking about idea. I grew up, in fact, you mentioned hatred, but I mean some along the line this conversation. See, I'm this person that I like in fact I like the female people, but I don't really like it when I hate bullying as I am. I hate it when I see somebody bullying person. This thing happened to me in Oyo. They said they started accusing me that I like the woman. That was why I was reacting. No, I hate it when I see people bullying somebody. I
yeah.
don't like it.
Don't, man, it's you don't do that.
Some experience that made me I started thinking, does it mean are we supposed to be celebrating our soldiers when we see them, or we should be running away? But you have given me, in fact, you took that idea from me and you've given me a different view of it. I love it.
Thank you so much, bro. It's
You are
it's my
doing a great job.
my pleasure,
Doing
bro.
a great job. It's a good, you are a good brand for the force. Honestly, you are a good
Thank you so
brand.
much. Thank you so
And
much.
you
And
know what? God is going to keep you. God is going to take you higher because you deserve to be higher, and you need to be there. You must be on top, so that the down part or the society can enjoy what is bestowed upon you. It's very, very important.
thank you so much. I really appreciate. One of the things is that it goes down to how we are raised. My people says that he who does not know that he will be a king or a title holder, when he becomes one, he wears the bead from leg to neck.
So,
But he who knows, he who was a prince, knowing that he can become a king, he does not care about those fanciful things. Like for me, I don't see uniform as as something like the way I see it is that I'm just called upon to serve. Okay, that's where I see it. And when I started seeing that there are shortcomings coming from me, the shortcomings is that in the sense that there are more ways that I want to reach out to people, I want to reach out to lives, I want to touch lives. So how do I do those things? Thereby bringing up, that's where these weekend shows and topics and conversation keep coming in. We started thinking of how do we affect life in a positive way, because I just believe that giving back to the society is not until, okay, because I know I don't get the money, because if I have the money, it's just for me to keep on coming to my show and keep sharing people's money. But due to I don't have it, I have to devise another means of giving back to the society. If I'm able to pass the right information and the right teachings to one or two people, and I was able to touch them a day, I think I'm okay.
yeah.
And thanks for
Good.
your
I
time.
greet you. I greet you, senior man.
Thank you so much. And maybe the next round of the show will be coming in the evening time. Sir Akinsaye Akitunde, sir, good evening or good morning to you. You've been here and we enjoyed. Thanks for having us. Please, sir, I don't know if you might really want to come up live, and if not, let us know.
The
He's been
evening section will be more fun because then people will be a little bit free.
yeah, the evening section will be more fun, yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Let's hope God keeps us alive and safe, and nothing happens in the evening time. The show is really going to be anchored by so many people, and now this is where we draw the curtain. We say, God bless you all and stay safe. One love from me to you all.
Thank you. Rested.
Thank you so much, bro.